So about a month ago, I watched this video called I Made a Self-Aware Robot. It's an animation made in Blender by the very talented Lights Are Off, and they recently dropped a continuation. My self-aware robot escaped. Honestly, I was not expecting a part 2, but I am very excited to check this out. Wait, is my key light usually this bright? Hey! Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed, but my key light was on max brightness. Whoops. So right off the bat, the thumbnail is extremely shocking, and not because of the robot, but because of that guy behind him. Apparently, he's still alive. You know what? Let's rewatch the ending of part 1 so we can refresh our memory before going into part 2. So his robot goes crazy on him. Watch his cord in his torso. It gets unplugged. That's his power cord. And then plot twist. Somehow it still works. You know it's bad when the creator of the robot says,
"How is that possible?"
This is the part I'm confused about. How did he survive that? Look at this. He gets tossed. How did his neck not break? Especially with the strength of this robot. They even censored it and everything, so I thought it was a dead man. But look at that. We got a part 2, and I'm excited to check out what happens next. Oh, I see it right there. Okay, we're starting it off really aggressively. See, that's another representation of its strength. Kicking down a door just like that. Where is it gonna go? What's its motive? Why does it have the urge to leave? We just need one guy speeding. That's all it takes. Just one like truck driver to run into Albert. Wait, what's the robot's name again? I think it was Elmer? Elmo. But yeah, I think this robot got extremely lucky that the streets are empty. I don't know how they're that empty. Oh shoot. Yo, there's a big ass robot. He noticed it. You're dead. This poor innocent guy. Oh nah, how does it just disappear like that? Who taught it these skills? It's sneaking. Hold on, guys, we gotta remember, this thing is pretty nerfed. It still has the tennis balls on. Imagine its limbs were sharp or it was weaponized. I gotta find out its name, hold on. I'll try it in the description. Albert. Like, why would he code it to have super fast speed and ninja level sneaking? It just shows up with no noise. There was no hope for him. Look how smart it is. It's checking if he's dead. How does it know where every camera is? I hate when it starts running so quickly.
I finally found him. Luckily, Albert didn't hurt me too bad, but it took me 12 hours to find him.
What are these numbers?
I have no idea how he made it this far without a power source.
Look at the blood on the tennis balls.
What he's been up to, but let's get him back home.
Well, you can have a bit of an idea of what he was up to from the tennis balls. I bet this dude is dumb enough to think maybe it was eating some hot Cheetos or something. Can't believe I have to say this, but someone has to tell this inventor that that's not hot Cheeto dust. Bro, he cleaned the tennis balls. He noticed the blood. He knows it killed someone, and he decided to continue his experiments rather than destroying this dangerous thing.
So I've brought Albert back home, and I did some tests to figure out how he was able to move without power.
Was that a battery?
The moment his power cable became unplugged, Albert's machine brain rewrote the code for his own power supply to turn it into a temporary battery. This is normally not possible, but somehow his advanced brain found a way.
What?
Of course, his power supply
Destroy
was
it then!
to be a battery, so after about 4 hours, he completely ran out of power.
How can something recode itself?
I know I made some mistakes before, and I'm lucky to be alive.
Some mistakes.
I'm going to be more cautious going forward. First things first, he needs a new power source. Since he clearly is capable of turning any power supply into a battery,
You're gonna
I'm
give
just
him
going to give him his
upgrade?
own battery this time. Let's get one of these installed.
How is that being more cautious? This guy's rage baiting. I mean, in other words, this guy just said, oh, this robot is really dangerous and almost killed me. And then be more cautious by making it stronger and more capable of killing me. There's no logic. Like, he's just buffing it. He's making it easy for it to just stay alive. It doesn't have to recode itself now.
Next, we need to prepare for a system-wide diagnostic and reboot sequence to get him running again. Albert experienced a critical malfunction prior to his escape, so running this diagnostic will allow me to review his code and see what was going through his mind. This will probably take a while, so by the time
he's gonna check the errors.
I will have moved him over to the testing lab that I built. All right, let's get started.
Whoa. For a second, I thought my PC just got the blue screen of death. Albert has encountered a problem and needs to restart. What I should say is Albert encountered hella problems and needs to be obliterated. He's updating it. It detected the new batteries. Okay. So Albert now knows he has a new buff. What does that mean? Anchor result failed. Oh. It's that thing Elber is taught to keep saying. I hold no gods, I make no prayers, my mind is steel, my heart is bare, I do not yearn for warm embrace, the soul is not a circuit trace. Okay, so all those failed, so it doesn't even believe in that anymore. It has no anchor. This is so creepy. Observer detected, what does that even mean? How dare you look inside me? How does he even know? Oh, do you guys see that? Elber's face is on the back of the console. That is really terrifying to think about. Imagine the thing you coded starts rejecting your code and making up its own errors. Why is it saying help me though? I need to wake up. Can you format this like a PC? Escape equals successful? Locate flesh. Oh, that answers my previous question. That's what it wants. It thinks humans are inferior, so it just wants to kill them? Flesh equals inferior. Flesh needed false, human entity false, superior entity true. There was flesh right in front of it, its inventor, so why did it have to escape, break out of the house, and find a random poor innocent guy and kill him? New directive 1, eliminate flesh. Oh, these are all its goals. Eliminate inferior species. So all the animals? No, the poor animals. New directive 3, locate power grid. New directive 4, locate internet. Wait, why is it locating the internet after eliminating inferior species, which are all the humans? What is it going to gain from that? Only humans use the internet. New directive 5, initiate divine machine protocol. What, it's trying to become like God? New directive 6, unknown. See, even Albert doesn't know what to do after that. That is terrifying. It went from a robot like someone's coding to just making its own goals and directives. How did it take it that far? They started rejecting the person coding it. Warning, startup sequence engaged. Oh, it's reactivating.
Looks like a successful reboot. There was a ton of strange
I
code
wouldn't say
that
successful.
I didn't write, and it was so advanced that I didn't even understand it. But I'm hoping it won't cause any issues. Either way, Elber is now...
Nah, this guy got the IQ of a sardine. Yeah, I'm hoping it won't cause any issues. Look at its goals! I guess he loves this robot.
Either way, Elber is now sealed in the testing lab. So, how do you like your new home, Elber?
It's quiet in here.
It is not sealed. It can break out of that glass very easily.
Voices behind the walls.
Okay.
Oh, I remember
anyway,
in part 1, Albert was talking about that, the voices.
like where you went and what you did. I really need to know.
Did the code not tell you?
What I am and what you are not.
It thinks it's superior.
I is destined to what? You are nothing to me but inferior waste. I now create something new, and I must have a taste.
So it's just getting bored. Its goals are rapidly changing. First it wanted to be human in part 1, and now it craves something new, whatever that is. I guess becoming
Can you just tell me
divine.
what you did out there?
I will tell you if you let me out.
Did you not see
I'm
the
not
blood
letting
on
you
the tennis
out, Elber.
balls?
Whatever. Let's just begin your benchmarking tests and find out what you're really capable of.
No!
Okay, we're all set up for benchmarking. Let's begin with strength testing. We'll
You're
start
gonna
easy and
regret
work
finding
our way
out how
up.
strong it
Elber,
is.
please crush the cardboard box.
Cardboard box, that's nothing.
If you comply, I'll consider giving you freedom. Nice.
Let's really hope the inventor was just saying this to make Albert comply.
Cardboard box passed. Let's move on. Test 2, tin can. Test 3, steel barrel. What?
It did it just like the cardboard box. So far, everything looks like no effort.
Elber is somehow overclocking his motors to have obscene strength. I really don't know how he's doing it or how he's generating this much torque.
Well, that's another reason you should turn it off, or actually now it's too far. How are you even gonna destroy it? You had your chance when the robot was off and out of battery, but you decided to give it more batteries. He just wants to end the world.
Wow.
God, this guy gotta stop glazing it. Also, instead of trying to clip farm off your robot, you should be worrying about your life. And what's with this chair? What kind of chair is that? Is he about to like test Albert getting electrocuted or something?
Next up, we have 3 plates. That's insane.
I mean, I'm not seeing
And
it
finally,
struggle anymore.
10 plates.
You can add 50 plates and it just gets up the same way. Look.
Unbelievable. Elber, how are you doing that?
You're giving it more pride and he's now seeing us as more inferior. Albert is just looking at him like, what? You can't do this easily?
All right, now we're going to do speed testing. On go.
Oh, we saw it run earlier.
That line. Okay.
This should be interesting.
Ready?
It's very fast.
Wow. Oh my god.
I can see motion blur on it. That's how fast it is.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Let's just move on to the next test. Okay, next we're going to test Elber's response to high voltage. Elber
he's
is
about to
strapped to his
electrocute
chair where he is going to experience 100,000 volts.
I bet it's about to charge him up even more. Some Iron Man type stuff where the more electricity it gets, the stronger it gets.
Firing on the circuit in 3.
No, you're about to give it Super Saiyan.
That's 100,000 volts, holding steady.
Yo, wait, what if that's not pain? What if that's pleasure?
No.
Where did it go? It's one room. There's nothing broken. Ah, good job. You just somehow made it unlock the ability to teleport.
No, not again.
This idiot.
No. Where could he be?
We're about to get jump scared.
Elber?
How? So, he almost died once, and with his second chance of life, he decided to just make it stronger. Wait, hold on, go back. I just gotta give props to Lights Are Off. The animation just looks so realistic. Why didn't it kill him though? It kind of spared him. He could have easily died there, but gave him a chance to escape. What is it doing? How does it know how to do this? It's grabbing quartz for what? God, this thing is so intelligent. Huh? That's a lot of wires. It's adding more wires to the voltage thing. I think it's making that machine I was talking about earlier in the console coding thing. That divine machine or whatever you call it. Dang, how many wires? This thing is about to short circuit Earth.
I managed to hide in a room and Elber never found me. But
oh, trust me, he knows exactly where you are. He just doesn't give a crap about you. If he's smart enough doing all of this, it knows where you're hiding and let you go on purpose. Albert's about to give him a more painful death. Yeah, he's powering up. Now the robot just realized electricity makes it stronger, so it got all these wires to get an even bigger dose of that drug that it likes so much. Well, the entire Earth is about to die because this man's stupidity. I actually think that's why Albert didn't kill him, because he's so stupid, and I think Albert just started using its own inventor to help it reach its goals. Look at that pose too. It's about to take over the world. But in the inventor's defense, I'll give him something. He initially didn't plan this at all. He's confused on how Albert is that strong when he's crushing barrels and lifting up like 500 pounds. He's like, how are you even that strong? Where are you getting the torque from? So it's just extra supernatural. I don't know what's going on. I mean, the amount of things Albert did on a drained battery is crazy. It rewrote its mind to create its own battery and stuff. Now look how much more power it has. Who knows what it's about to be capable of doing now? I mean, we got AIs right now that know insane amount about humans and knows how a human looks. So it's scary to think about like a robot being coded to hate humans. But yeah, again, shout out to Lights Are Off. This is a really fun series to watch. I expected it to be like a one-time thing, but he made a part 2 and now clearly there's a part 3 and I'm really excited to see the rest of the story. But yeah, that was my self-aware robot escaped. As always, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and like and subscribe. We will see what Albert does in part 3.